lecture of radiation and matter. Today, in the third lecture, we are going to discuss the topics: laws of photoelectric effect, failure of wave theory of light, characteristics of a photon, Einstein's photoelectric equation. Let us study one by one. Here we are going to study 4 laws of photoelectric effect. The first one, for a given photosensitive material, for fixed frequency of incident radiation, the photoelectric current is directly proportional to the intensity of incident radiation. Now, second one, the photoelectric emission is instantaneous process. We already know that the photoelectric effect is spontaneous. When a light radiation falls on a metal surface, immediately the electrons emit out. Third one, for a given photosensitive material, there exists a certain minimum cutoff frequency of incident radiation, which called as threshold frequency, below which no emission of photoelectrons takes place, but it is independent of intensity. And fourth one is, for a given photosensitive material and for fixed frequency of incident radiation, the saturation current is found to be proportional to intensity of incident radiation, whereas the stopping potential is independent of its intensity. So, these are 4 laws of photoelectric effect. And now we will go to the why the wave theory has failed. Failure of wave theory of light. Now, we know that the phenomenon of photoelectric effect could not be explained properly by wave theory. The reasons are: the first one, according to the calculation, it shows that wave would require several hours or days for a photoelectron to emit out. But in photoelectric effect, we already know the emission is spontaneous. So, this reason did not explained properly by wave theory. Second point, according to wave theory, the energy of photoelectron should be directly proportional to the square of the amplitude. But here the maximum kinetic energy is directly proportional to the frequency in photoelectric effect. So, this also could not be explained by wave theory. And third one, according to wave theory, a sufficient intense beam of incident light should be able to impart enough energy to electrons for their ejection. Therefore, there should not be exist of threshold frequency. But in photoelectric effect, there is existence of threshold frequency. That means, if the frequency comes lesser than the requirement, then the electrons were not emitting out. That means, threshold frequency is existed in photoelectric effect. So, this also could not explain properly by wave theory. So, we can say the wave theory has failed to explain about the photoelectric effect. Now, we will study the characteristics of a photon. Each photon has energy E is equal to h into nu, where nu represents the frequency and h represents the Planck's constant. You can see in the diagram, when a photon is moving from one side to another side, it has some momentum. So, that can be found by h nu divided by c. That means, P is equal to h nu by c, where c represents the speed of light. And second one, the rest mass of photon is 0, because photon cannot be at rest in any frames of reference. And third point, all the photons of light of a particular frequency or wavelength have the same energy and momentum, whatever may be the intensity of radiation. That means, by increasing the intensity of light of wavelength, there is only increase in the number of photons per second, with each photon having the same energy. Therefore, photon energy is independent of intensity of radiation. Fourth one, the photons are electrically neutral. That means photon will not deflect either by electric field or by magnetic field. And last point is, when a photon collides with a particle like electron, then the total energy and momentum are conserved. Next one, photoelectric equation. According to Planck's quantum theory, light is emitted from a source in the forms of bundles of energy. We sometimes call that as packets of energy. So, we can say photons are nothing but the packets of energy. Energy of each photon is equal to h nu. Einstein made the use of this equation to explain the photoelectric emission. Now, according to Einstein, when photons of energy fall on metal surface, they transfer their energy in two ways. Let us know what are those two ways. The first one is a part of this energy, that means when a photon falls on a metal, then the part of this energy is used to overcome the surface barrier and come out of the metal surface. This part of energy is called work function. When a photon of energy falls on metal surface, then the transfer of their energy will be in two ways. First one is, when a photon falls on a metal surface, initially it gives its energy to emit the electron out, but okay, we will study once again. According to Einstein, when photons of energy falls on a metal surface, they transfer the energy in two ways. That first one is, a part of this energy is used to overcome the surface barrier and the electron come out of the metal surface. This part of energy is called work function. And second part is, when electrons come out of the metal surface, it goes with some velocity. So, we can say it gains some kinetic energy, that is half into m v square, where m represents the mass of the photon electron. So, we can say second part of the energy is in the form of kinetic energy. Okay. So, how he explained, let us see in detail. Einstein's photoelectric equation shows like this. According to law of conservation of energy, Einstein says that energy of photon is equal to the summation of the work function and the kinetic energy given to the electron. And you can see in the picture here, you can see in the picture, when a photon with h nu energy falls on a metal surface, immediately the work function phi naught energy absorbs, that is work function, and then an electron emits out with a velocity v. So, it attains kinetic energy. Therefore, we can write the equation as h nu is equal to phi naught plus maximum kinetic energy, where we already know the kinetic energy value is half into m v square. Here velocity is maximum we consider, therefore maximum kinetic energy. And phi naught value we already know, that is h nu naught. Therefore, by inserting the values, h nu is equal to h nu naught plus half into m v square we can write, and by rearranging h nu minus of h nu naught is equal to half into m v square, and by taking h common we can write nu minus of nu naught inside the bracket, and that is equal to k maximum. Finally, we can write the equation maximum kinetic energy is equal to h into bracket of nu minus nu naught by rearranging the previous equation, and this equation we call as Einstein's photoelectric equation. Students, we will study some more points in the next class. Till then, bye. Thank you. Thank you, students.